Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Buenas noches, Mr. Nolan. Soy Daniel Pineda.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Adele.
Bonjour. We got French and
Yes,
Italian.
we're
Very
trying to
nice,
go
you guys down.
multicultural, diverse.
Very nice.
Get all the viewers.
Bienvenidos,
That's right.
Arlington Weekly News for this, our first show in March 2016. We're glad you're there. Thanks for joining us. We'll do our best to present another stellar performance for you this evening. Our news and community bulletin board is, well, they're right on the agenda as always. Daniel has a State of the County special.
Right. And we'll talk about the state of the county, yeah.
And Adele, of course, Adele is here with.
It's easy being green.
What would a show be without our EBG segment,
you.
our CBB file, our News for Seniors file, and then an interview done by yours truly here with the great folks from Teatro de la Luna. And that's our show, but before we begin, a social media reminder from my partner.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Mr. Nolan.
Gracias, Senor Pineda. All right, here we go. First of our news items. Well, Tuesday, March 1st, Virginians went to the polls to vote for their favorite Democratic and Republican presidential hopefuls. And here are the results for Arlington County. Hillary Clinton won the Democratic race with almost 67% of the vote. Bernie Sanders, feel the burn, received just under 32%. Marco Rubio won Arlington's Republicans' hearts, getting almost 50% of the vote. John Kasich came in second with over 22%, and the Trumpster, Donald Trump, won 17%. For more information, you can visit the website. The ballots and all that stuff will be on the website there. Daniel.
Super Tuesday wasn't without a bit of drama in Arlington. Voter turnout was so unexpectedly high for the Republican race that the county ran out of pre-printed ballots. Some voting locations had to resort to photocopying ballots. Another option was using the electronic ballot machines, which are usually reserved for the disabled, and usually there is only one machine per location. Craig.
Boy, that's a big turnout. All right, well, since 1961, March has been a month to highlight the importance of art education. This year, Arlington Public Schools will commemorate Arts in the Schools Month by hosting several concerts, festivals, workshops, recitals, readings, and plays. Be sure to listen for more specific events in your community bulletin board part of the show, in our CBB part of the show. To learn more on your own, you can call this number, should be on your screen there, 703-228-6299, or go to Twitter at #APSArtsHappy. Okay, Daniel.
And Craig, the James Beard Awards are a prestigious annual event in the culinary universe. They honor the best organizations and people across the U.S. landscape. This year, the Arlington-based awardees were Chef Peter Chain and his restaurant, also called Peter Chain. Chain was best chef for the Mid-Atlantic region. Unfortunately, the award doesn't dish out cash, but they do serve a certificate and medal, plus the prestige of having been recognized by the top professionals in the industry. To learn more about the awards, you can go to the website on your screen. Congratulations to Mr. Peter Chain. Be sure to check out his Arlington-based restaurant at 2503 that's East North Harrison Street. There are also branches around the metro area. Visit for more information.
All right, and we'll be back with our CBB file right after Mr. Senor Pineda here has a story that he'd like to present to you all about the state of Arlington County. Daniel?
That's right, Craig. The Arlington County board member gave a presentation at the Arlington County Civic Federation this past Tuesday. The presentation was called Moving Forward Together. They discussed economic development within the county, the state of parks and open space, and the snow response during the most recent snowstorm. Chair Libby Garvey presided over the presentation and talked about 2015 business development in the county. She reported 35 deals closed and announced deals with 3 of the 35 deals receiving incentives from the county. The county reported 5,500 new and retained jobs and 1.2 million occupied square feet of real estate. Chair Garvey noted that the working culture in Arlington is changing. Telemarketing is increasing and more startup companies are coming to Arlington. Then came the discussion about parks. 87% of Arlington is within a quarter mile of a park. The county is buying houses that are close to parks when they are up for sale. They plan to use this land to expand the parks. 8.43 acres have been acquired since the FY09. Chair Garvey discussed the county budget and its 2.8% over the FY16 adopted budget. It allocates $13.2 million more for schools, $1.6 million more for public safety, provides for 8 new firefighter/EMT positions, 6 new police patrol officers, 3 new sheriff's deputy positions. It also provides more funding for transportation, street light repairs, and concrete maintenance. Several crews worked 12-hour shifts 2 days straight during Snowzilla. 254 pieces of equipment were used. They removed enough snow to fill 47 football fields 30 feet deep. More than 4,500 tons of salt were spread. 3 crews from the National Guard assisted during the snowstorm. Even with all that effort, only 36% of Arlingtonians are satisfied with the snow response, while 46% are dissatisfied and 18% are neutral.
Interesting. So I wonder, that's the first time I've heard Snowzilla.
Yeah, that's what they're
Snowmageddon and the blizzard I've heard,
right.
but Snowzilla.
That's what they're calling the 2016
snow.
Yeah.
I wonder where those 47 football fields are.
I know.
30 feet of
It's hard
snow.
to imagine that. Actually,
It is hard to
that
imagine. It was
statistic,
a lot of
actually.
snow. Okay, well, we appreciate that information and update on the state of the county from our very own Senor Daniel Pineda.
Thank you, Mr.
Gracias,
Nolan.
Senor Pineda. All right, we'll have our CBB file coming up right after we hear from Adele Quo and
It's easy being green.
Here's Adele.
Well, hello, Arlington. Joe and I here. We're here to talk about replacing your existing impervious pavement with permeable surface options. Like Joe here, sitting on a pervious piece of brick paver. It's another green reminder that it's that time of year for my favorite lottery. If you're an Arlington property owner interested in reducing stormwater runoff from your property and keep pollutants out of our streams, applications for the residential and HOA Stormwater Wise Landscapes 2016 programs are currently being accepted from February 14th through April 1st, 2016. Check the website on your screen for details. If you're selected through the program's lottery system, 4 practices are eligible for reimbursement to receive advice from county staff and funds to support your project. One of the 4 eligible practices is replacement of your existing impervious pavement with permeable surface options. As an approved stormwater-wise landscape practice, permeable surfaces slow down the stormwater and allow it to soak into the ground instead of becoming runoff from your property. Preventing runoff from your property helps to protect your neighborhood from drainage and flooding problems. So you can free up your soil by removing your existing impervious walkways, driveways, and patios. And the fabulous news is that replacing asphalt or concrete with permeable pavers will move your surfaces beyond function to ecological artistry. Permeable pavers now come in a variety of colors, patterns, and designs. A well-designed and properly installed permeable paver surface will improve your property value and with proper maintenance last longer than a standard asphalt driveway. Consult with a certified or licensed sustainable landscape professional for your options. So remember, it's easy being green, replacing your existing impervious pavement with permeable surface options.
permeable pavers.
That's right. That's a mouthful.
If they come in colors,
Got it
then
right,
you could
though.
have pastel
Colors.
permeable pavers.
Actually, I have seen some very interesting
pastel?
colors.
Very
I've seen
nice.
some greens and blues.
You have to have green, right?
Gotta have
tan.
green.
Yes, yes, but
Absolutely,
for
you
your
gotta have
driveway,
green.
it's a little bit more extreme. I like the natural colors myself.
I
And
like
we
it.
got our friend back there.
Yeah,
Joe, Tree Frog is
Joe's-
back.
Joe's back. He's just hanging
Appreciate that.
out.
Just chilling.
All right, thanks,
It's a
Adele.
good time of year to be a frog.
We appreciate
Thank
your
you,
Easy
Adele.
Bean
Thank
Green
you.
segment, as always. Okay, as promised, now moving right along, here's our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. As we mentioned in the news segment, March is Arts in the Schools Month around Arlington. Here are some events that you may want to know about and take part in. On Monday, March 9, there'll be a scholastic ceremony at Washington Lee. There'll also be an exhibit opening at the Central Library that starts at 6:30 that same day. The exhibit will run until March 25, and that's it. Is that it for that one? Yeah, news and information is on your screen there. You can check it out. Daniel.
Well, Craig, if your child wants to improve at a sport, learn how to fish, do magic tricks, play mind adventure games, or just hang out, then check out Park and Rec summer camps. Register online at registration.arlingtonva.us or give them a call. That's at 703-228-4747 for more information. Resident registration began on February the 17th. Non-resident registration started March the 2nd at 8 a.m. Craig.
All right, also in our CBB file, well, registration is now open for the Fairlington 5K. This year's race is April 23rd, and the silent auction will be coming up April 15. A non-competitive, family-friendly event hosted by Abington Elementary School and the Fairlington Citizens Association. Our mission is to promote, so they say here, and we're quoting, our mission is to promote health and physical fitness while bringing the community together for a good cause. The goal of this event is to raise money and awareness for Ellen McGinn, Abington's physical education program, and Abington's literacy program. For more details and to register, you can visit the website. Daniel.
Well, Craig, Shirlington Branch Library has something for kids. Every Tuesday until March the 18th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., elementary school children can attend Kids Club. Upcoming events include Puff Mobile, where you can build a car and race it, a Lego block party, and fun creating cool things with pipe cleaners. Visit library.arlingtonva.us or just give them a call at 703-228-6545 for more information about this free event.
All right, Daniel, and as promised now, up next on this first March edition of the Arlington Weekly News is our News for Seniors file. And away we go. Joan Baez, Bob Dylan, and Joni Mitchell are just a few of the inspirations for this coming event. We may not have a campfire or cozy ponchos, so they say, available, but the experience is just as heartwarming. This is being held at Lee Senior Center on Monday, March 7 from 1:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. To register and check it out, get more information, the number should be on your screen right there, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
If you're into current events, then this is the program for you. Culpeper Gardens has discussion groups on who, where, and what is taking place in current events, both local and national. With the primaries in process, there should be a lot to talk about. The discussions are informal and volunteer-led on Mondays from 10 to 11 at Culpeper Gardens Senior Center. The next discussion group is Monday, March the 7th. Call them at 703-228-3303 for more information.
All right, Daniel, and also in our News for Seniors file, you can take part in thought-provoking and informative discussions about pivotal events in our world's history. The topic for discussion will be How Famine Affected History. That's coming up Tuesday, March 8 at Lee Senior Center. It takes place at 11:15 till about 12:30. You can bring a bag lunch if you like, and for more information, you can give them a call. Information is there, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
Well, Craig, good hearing is essential for good memory and cognitive health. Get your hearing checked for free by the Northern Virginia Resource Center, the area's leading nonprofit for people with hearing loss. They also provide information on hearing loss and help with various hearing assistive technology. They do not sell hearing aids or assistive devices. This will take place on Wednesday, March the 9th from 10 a.m. to noon at Lee Senior Center. That's at 703-228-0555 for more information.
All right, Daniel, and we'll be back with a quick bye-bye and sign-off right after we run a little interview here that I did just recently with the great folks from Teatro de la Luna. For the intro, Craig Nolan here on Rich's spot, sitting in for Rich, and we send out a tribute to you, Rich, and say hello and hope you're doing better. And we've got some very special guests tonight from Teatro de la Luna sitting to my left here, and I'll introduce them to you quickly. Pablo, Dayan, and Marcela.
Yes.
All from Teatro de la Luna, and they have a huge show coming up. It is a tribute to Chabuca Granda,
Yes.
who is a Peruvian musical dynasty, I guess
Yes.
you might say. And that's coming up on March 18 and 19 at the Spectrum in Roslyn. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Can I maybe ask, you two staffers, now that you're working at Teatro de la Luna, how this all came together, and maybe Marcela, how do you put this all together with Dayan here?
Sure. So Dayan is a very well-known singer here in the metropolitan area, and she is originally from Peru. And so we've been doing certain tributes, and we've been doing certain nights of like tango and boleros, which is the romantic music. And we decided to focus in on certain artists. And so we decided to choose, different countries, and we then zeroed in into Peru. And we know that Dayan would be the perfect person to go ahead and do this tribute to Chabuca Granda.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about Chabuca Granda and who she was and what she did, why we're all here?
Ok, bueno, lo vamos a hacer en español. Chabuca Granda es la más grande compositora que el Perú ha tenido, sin lugar a dudas. Una de sus canciones, La Flor de la Canela, incluso es considerada como el segundo himno nacional del Perú. Ella nació en la Sierra Peruana en 1920 y murió aquí en el año 1983 en Miami. Ha sido muy prolífica con sus composiciones y hoy por hoy se ha cantado en muchos idiomas y en muchos países y sigue siendo la compositora más reconocida a nivel internacional.
So she's the most recognized.
Translation, please.
Yeah, with Pablo.
That was beautiful, but
Sorry.
my Spanish is minimal, so translation, please.
So she was born in 1920 in
Marcela.
the mountains of Peru, and she has been known for being the most recognized and famous composer and singer in Peru. She's most recognized for her song La Flor de la Canela, which would be the flower of cinnamon, or the cinnamon flower.
Love cinnamon.
Yes. And
Who doesn't
so,
like
Doesn't,
cinnamon?
right?
Exactly. And so, but she died here in 1983. In 1983, she actually died in Miami,
In Florida.
in Florida. But what is most notable about her was her style of singing and what she sung, the topics of her music.
Now, Dayan, in English, Inglés, if you can, where have you sung here in Washington?
Where I sung in different places. I'm sorry, but my English is not really good. That's why I prefer to.
Okay, well,
to
with
use
translation
Marcela.
then.
Yeah.
Por favor.
He cantado en diferentes sitios de todos los países. He tenido la suerte de cantar tanto en sitios americanos como en los diferentes países latinos. Pero yo creo que lo más importante que hemos hecho aquí ha sido el poder cantar el himno nacional de mi país por 3 ocasiones en la Casa Blanca.
She's sung in many different places around the world in many different stages, but the most important one, she believes, is at the White House, where she was able to, in 3 different opportunities, sing the national anthem of Peru.
Very nice. Well, we were talking a little earlier now. I said, if you sing the Peruvian national anthem, I'll sing a little bit of the American national anthem.
Okay, you
Can
have
you do
to
that?
start.
You want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is just a bar or two. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Now it's
I
your
love
turn.
it. Really, really, it's beautiful.
Very nice. Not so much.
Somos libres, seamos, lo siempre, seamos, lo siempre. Y antes niegue sus luces, sus luces, sus luces, el sol.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you.
No, we're not ignoring Pablo here.
No, I'm going to sing.
You want to sing too?
We don't sing.
Pablo is fairly new to Teatro de la Luna.
Yes,
Can you tell us a little bit about
indeed, yes.
yourself? And where
Well,
you come
basically, I'm very glad to be part of this group of Teatro de la Luna. We are Hispanic theater, and we always put on first place our culture, which is the culture of the world at the end, because what we want to show is the humanity we share, all of us. And through the music, through the play, and through all what we do.
Music is universal.
It is universal.
Yes, indeed.
That's why we're inviting everybody to come and listen to this magnificent woman, as Trabuca Granda was.
What
I
a voice,
think.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
Well, again, I'd like to mention, if you can put it up on the screen there, this is coming up March 18 and 19, Friday and Saturday?
Yes, Friday and
Yes.
Saturday
At the Spectrum,
Roslyn
in
Spectrum
Roslyn.
Theater.
And
Yes.
information
Free
on
parking.
tickets. They have parking. They'll validate your parking down there, which is a plus. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
18, 19 March at the Spectrum. Tickets are available. And anything
Webpage.
else to add before we
Yeah,
go?
I want to say that if they can buy tickets on www.teatrodelaluna.org or call 703-548-3092. Also that on stage there will also be Cristian Gonzalez, Martín Zúñiga, and Cristian Villavicencio. So there will be a lot of other surprises as well. So
Wow.
please come and check her out.
I like the way you say it. It sounds much better than when I say it. But we're just about to wrap up here. But again, thanks to
Thank
all
you.
of
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank you,
being
Craig.
here.
Thank you.
And a little conversation here. I wish
Very nice.
Wish we had more time, but sing well.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
all of
you.
you, for
Thank
being
you.
here. And this goes out to you, Rich. So if you're watching, we're thinking about you. Feel better and get back with us here real soon. I'm Craig Nolan from Rich's spot backstage. Back to you.
No.
And there you
It's more glaring.
have it. Okay, that was a little conversation I had with Marcela and Pablo and Dayan. Talking about the good stuff that's coming up down there, the tribute that they're going to have on 18 and 19 March at the Spectrum in Roslyn. Go check it out. That should be a lot of fun.
Viva
if you
Peru,
don't-
right?
no, yeah, right, Peru.
Yes.
Even if
Los
you don't
peruanos.
speak Spanish, there'll be enough music there and dancing and
Good food.
to keep you entertained, and that should be great. So
Yummy.
check it out. 18, 19 March down at the Spectrum. And we're, whoa, no, we're not out of time? That'll be the day when we're not out of time. We don't have to wrap it up. We're getting the stretch now from you, Mr. Heft. Well, anything else to add before we say goodnight?
We had such an interesting report. There's a sentence there you didn't mention, though, right?
Well, that's part of your report, really.
Daniel did a very nice job on the county board report,
Yeah,
the
thank
state
you.
of
We
the
should do
county.
more reports like that.
That's right.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we'll send you out more often.
On assignment.
On
On assignment, yes, on assignment.
She does it on assignment to
We use that
Greenland
very
or
loosely
Iceland,
around
I
here.
and
know.
I'll go
and
to
you can cover all
yeah, I'll
the
cover, yeah.
happenings with the upcoming.
Absolutely.
And
Campaign
don't forget
and
your
stuff.
pastel permeable pavers. Be sure and get your permeable pavers and put those in. And they delivered the recyclable trash container things. I got mine today.
Good.
Oh, wow, you did?
And they have a list of stuff that you know, do's and don'ts,
and
what
don'ts.
you can put in there and what they cannot put in there. And it's mostly lawn clippings and things like that they're designed
Yeah, you gotta
for.
be careful.
Because it's ecologically sound. And
Say that 5 times.
and then ecologically sound. But that's our show. Anything else you'd like to say before we go, folks?
One more chance of winter, I guess, coming later
Yeah.
this week.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe might have a little bit more
More snow.
wintry mix.
What is that?
Wintry mix
In
Friday.
like comes in like a lion, goes out like a
That's
lamb.
March, yeah. And
Why?
like a-
Where it is
and like a
March,
lion.
It's March, yeah.
Well, it's been windy the past couple of
right.
days, so hope you hung on
60
to
degrees yesterday, 30 degrees
your,
today.
Pretty chilly today.
Our
yes, it
weather's
was.
crazy.
All right.
All right.
Now we're getting the wrap. Thank you, Mr. Heff.
Thank you, Heff.
That's our show for this week. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you're here next week, we'll do our best to be here and do it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.